Okay, well here we are. We're going to have a look at some of these rubber taily shad things. I'll be perfectly honest, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, but if you're watching, the least I can do is spend some time talking through what we're looking at. All the pike boys and the perch hunters, they seem to think these are fantastic. I've been told they catch salmon, and I foolishly decided I'd give it a go this year. There is a bewildering array of little rubber fishes and whatever that I have no idea. I mean, really? Who knows what a salmon's going to take? But working on the principle that the flying seas, and that doesn't really look like a flying sea, flying seas, the better colours are the black in clear water and the red and the yellow. So there's not a lot in here that I favour other than these Sundance, they're called. Now that is the 75mm allegedly, and that is the 100mm allegedly, although to be honest, I suppose, but look at the difference in size, that's ridiculous. Anyway, and the other thing that's rather perturbing is to be able to get across this river, which is it's a big old river, you need quite a bit of weight. Now these little round bomb weight things, I mean that's I think that says a 13 gram or something, I don't know. To be able to get across you need, well, for my rod, which is this 9.5 foot spinning rod with braid, I need at least 12 grams. But this one here, just reach down and grab that, that's a 15 gram, no that's a 12 gram. That's a 12 gram, and that will not get across the river. So I managed to find a load of 15 gram. Now you could get them up to 28 gram, which is great, but the heavier the weight, the bigger the hook gets. Now, fishing on the Y, you've got a bit of a problem, because this is a size 1, and that's about the limit size-wise, 13mm from the point to the shaft. That's your maximum, that's as big as you can go. So some of these, I think I've already chucked them out, they're too big. So, you don't want massive hooks, but you need heavy weights, and they're very hard to find 15 to 20 gram with a small enough hook. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to chuck some out and I'm going to draw them back in, but these things apparently they fish quite well with sink and draw, so I'm going to try that again. I've been fishing for a couple of hours now and I've seen a lot of pike. They certainly like them, but we're not after pike as it's the close season especially. So what we're using is this 100mm, and don't tell anybody, but that I think is a 10 on there, but it's barbless, and that is a 12 gram. Now we've been chucking this out and bringing it back, and these do, because they waggle, which is quite good, they fish as soon as they hit the water, because as soon as they hit the water they start to sink and the old tail's going. So if you can get them in under the far bank, if you've got enough weight that is, if there's a fish there, you know, you'll attract it straight away, and that's the game, isn't it? So anyway, enough of that blabber. I'm now going to chuck this out and bring it back. I'm going to bring it back slow, and I'm going to bring it back with a sort of sink and draw, and hope we don't get more pike. Bear with. Now in case you're wondering, yes, we are using the 23.5 pound coated carbon steel, just in case of the pike. And then we've got a nice size 3 ball bearing swivel. It's a Barclay. Other makes are available, but these are good. I like them, and that's what I've got. So there's about 2.5–3 foot of wire below the swivel to this ridiculous candy stripe. It's the sort of thing you get to pick and mix, isn't it? Eh? Anyway, let's chuck it out. Not too far to start, just in case they're a bit close. We lob it out, and we've no idea how quickly these sink, but I'm sure we'll find out when we snag a bottom, and we just gently bring that back in. Now, if I tilt this down, see if we can see that in the water. Where is it? Can't see anything. Where are you? There you are. Oh, look at that. See how that little, I don't know if you can see that. A little tail waggling away there. Now it waggles as it drops. Now that is irresistible to pike. No idea about salmon? We'll try and find out. Nice slow retrieve. And wait for the hit. For anyone who hasn't actually had a salmon, take a lure or a fly or anything before, let me assure you, it's like being hit by a train. 1 minute, you're stood there thinking, what am I doing? The next, your knees are bent, your shoulders are braced, and you're thinking, oh my God, what have I got on here? There is nothing like it. Nothing like it. Just doing sort of, I don't know, a jerky sort of retrieve. I don't want to pick up pike. So we'll try a nice, let that sink a bit, and then just a nice slow, let it come round in the flow, and a nice slow retrieve. The idea is to bring it just above all these boulders and rocks and things that are in this pool. You imagine that the salmon just lie between those, or in front of them, or behind them, or whatever. Just keep lobbing it a little bit further out each time, letting it sink. Letting it sink down, and then slow retrieve as it swings round in the current. Pretty much the same as a fly or even a flying sea. When you've got moving water like this, it's almost impossible to get a spinner of any kind, a lure of any kind, to come straight across the river to you, because the river says no. Right, I'm going to go a bit further. They don't cast that well. They sort of spiral through the air. You can tell I'm a fan, can't you? I hook a salmon, I'll be a fan instantly. Still, it started off nice and sunny this morning. Not a breath of wind. Bit of cloud cover, bit of sunshine. Lovely it was. That's why I spent 5 hours fly fishing. But then it clouded over, down came the rain, up came the wind, and I thought, well, I said I was going to try these things, so here I am. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who fish with these a lot, and they know exactly how to do it. Well, good on you. Make a video, shove it on YouTube, and we can all watch it. We'll all be a little the wiser. God, you know you want to. Share the love. Come on, fish. We're here. Why aren't you? The annoying thing is that, like a lot of people, I can only get to go fishing at the weekends. Because, like a lot of people, I work during the week. And the annoying thing is, this year especially, the salmon are being caught during the week on beats just upstream from here and just downstream from here. And we're trying to put that right. There's no lack of trying going on, I can assure you. Anyway, that's what I'm trying. I'll let you know if it is worth it or not. But I think if you are spinning for salmon using a flying C or Devon minnow, it's always worth having a couple of these in your back pocket, isn't it? Preferably without the hooks already in them. That could be a bit of a pain. Give them a go. And if you're successful, come back, look at this video, and for God's sake, please do leave a comment. If you catch a salmon on one of these, let us all know. Right, final advert before we go. The fish in here, and like many others on the River Wye, throughout England and some parts of Wales, it's available on day ticket through the Wye and Usk Foundation, but it's also available if you join the Wye Salmon Association, www.wyesalmon.com. It's only a tenner a year, and you can fish for free on lots of places like this. Don't tell anyone. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to keep doing this for about, I'll try an hour, then I'm off. Cheers.